Have you ever wondered how much money you need to retire? It's a question that resonates with many of us. Planning for retirement is essential, and figuring out the necessary amount is a common yet complex task. The answer isn't one size fits all, it varies vastly, hinging on factors like your desired lifestyle, where you plan to live, and your unique personal circumstances. Fear not. In this video, we will break down the calculation of retirement savings into simple, easy-to-understand steps. You may have heard of the 4% rule, but what does it really mean? Well, the 4% rule is a thumb rule in the world of retirement planning. It suggests that if you've saved enough to live on 4% of your retirement savings each year, you're likely in a good spot to retire. Let's break it down a bit. Imagine you have $1 million saved up for retirement. According to the 4% rule, you could comfortably spend $40,000 each year without worrying about running out of money in your lifetime. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? But as with everything in life, there are pros and cons to this rule. On the plus side, it's a simple, easy-to-understand guideline. It gives you a target to aim for, and it's based on historical data which suggests that it's a reasonably safe bet. However, the 4% rule isn't perfect. It doesn't take into account factors like inflation, unexpected expenses, or changes in your lifestyle. Moreover, it's based on the assumption that you'll have the same annual expenses throughout your retirement, which may not be the case for everyone. So yes, the 4% rule can be a helpful starting point. It provides a simple framework for planning your retirement savings. But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution, and it's certainly not the only thing you need to consider. Therefore, when calculating your retirement savings, remember. So, while the 4% rule can be helpful, it's not the only thing you need to consider. Well, what other factors should you consider when calculating your retirement savings? Well, the 4% rule is a good starting point, but it's not the only thing to bear in mind. There are several other factors that can significantly impact the size of your retirement nest egg. Firstly, let's talk about inflation. It's the creeping, silent factor that can erode your purchasing power over time. Imagine if you have $1 million today. Sounds like a lot, right? But in 20 years, with an average inflation rate of 3%, that $1 million would only be worth about half as much. This means that the same goods and services you buy today could cost nearly double in the future. So, when calculating your retirement savings, it's crucial to factor in the potential impact of inflation. Secondly, healthcare costs are another major consideration. As we age, our health often declines and medical expenses can skyrocket. The cost of health insurance, medications, and long-term care can add up quickly. These are not regular expenses that you can easily predict or control, so it's wise to allocate a significant portion of your retirement savings towards potential healthcare costs. Then there's the matter of unexpected expenses. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them are pleasant. Your roof might need repair, your car might break down, or you might need to help a family member in financial distress. It's essential to have a contingency fund in your retirement savings to cover these unexpected costs. Lastly, don't forget about the lifestyle you want to lead in retirement. Do you plan to travel the world, pick up expensive hobbies, or move to a high-cost area? These are all factors that could require additional savings. In conclusion, while the 4% rule is a helpful guideline, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Inflation, healthcare costs, unexpected expenses, and your desired lifestyle all play a significant role in determining how much money you'll need in retirement. By considering these factors, you can better estimate how much you'll need for a comfortable retirement. So, how much money do you really need to retire? We've journeyed through this together, and as we've seen, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. We've explored the 4% rule, a guideline suggesting you need enough savings to live on 4% of your retirement fund each year. But remember, this is just a rule of thumb. It's a starting point, not a definitive answer. Then we dove into other factors to consider, things like living expenses, healthcare costs, and your desired lifestyle in retirement. Your specific circumstances will greatly influence your retirement savings goal. So, where do you go from here? Consider meeting with a financial advisor or using an online retirement savings calculator. These tools can provide a more personalized estimate based on your unique situation. Remember, planning for retirement is a personal process, and the most important thing is to start saving early and often. Happy planning!